2013 commencement exercises for Quinnipiac University's College of Arts and Sciences and School of Business officially open. Would you please stand for the invocation, which will be delivered by Reverend Hugh Vincent Dyer, Director of Campus Ministry and Catholic Chapel.
Peace be with you. Gracious and merciful God, we thank you for the gift of life and for the blessing of today. Direct us in love, that the good work that has begun in us may be brought to completion in the generosity of our sacrifice and service. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
Please be seated. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the platform party, which includes trustees, university administrators, university clergy, and deans. It is now my honor to present Dr. John L. Leahy, President of Quinnipiac University, who will bring you greetings on behalf of the university community.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to all of you on this joyous occasion. To our graduates, the class of 2013, what a class. I want to add a special welcome and my heartiest congratulations to each and every one of you. During your years at Quinnipiac, you have made all of us very proud, and we have good reason to believe that in the years ahead, you'll become leaders in your professions and role models within your families and communities. The class of 2013 is without question one of the very best in Quinnipiac's history, and certainly one of my favorites. 17 of today's graduates were recently inducted into the prestigious Who's Who among students in American colleges and universities for their outstanding achievements in and out of the classroom. This class has also achieved extremely high levels of retention and graduation rates, and the highest levels ever of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude academic honors. A record number of you are going on to pursue graduate degrees in various fields, including dental, law, and medical school. And I'm pleased to report that 3 Quinnipiac graduates, including one of today's graduates, Timothy O'Rourke, have been admitted into the inaugural class of our new Frank H. Snetter School of Medicine. The medical school received over 2,000 applications for the 60 available seats in this inaugural class. Today's graduates also displayed outstanding leadership within the Quinnipiac community. No one better exemplifies the leadership roles you took on than Ben Cloutier, who served as your student body president for 2 years. I very much enjoyed working with Ben, particularly in his role as student representative on the University Board of Trustees. He was also an outstanding student in my logic class, I might add. Class of 2013, as you look back on all of your accomplishments, I am sure that you'll agree with me that you would not be graduating today if it were not for the help and support of 2 very important groups, the faculty at Quinnipiac and your families. Class of 2013, please rise and express your appreciation to the faculty seated in front of you and your parents and families seated behind me. Class of 2013, you have certainly left your mark on Quinnipiac University, and for that we thank you. And I predict that you will leave an even greater mark on the world that awaits you. Again, my congratulations and best wishes to each and every one of you.
I ask that James McLaughlin, Susan McTiernan, Terry Goodwin, William Weldon, and President Leahy please come forward for conferral of the honorary degree.
James W. McLaughlin. With a keen business sense and a vision for success, you founded the United Coal Company in 1970. You spent the next 43 years guiding its evolution into the United Company, one of the largest and strongest privately held companies in the country. As chairman and CEO, you are at the helm of a flourishing organization with interests in coal, golf resorts, real estate, developments, and pharmaceutical manufacturing. You have said, when you live and work in a community, you have to give something back, and give you have. You have been the largest benefactor of the Mountain Mission School in your hometown of Grundy, Virginia. Along with your wife, Fran, you pay for every graduate to attend college. Quinnipiac is proud to have 9 Mountain Mission students currently enrolled, 4 of whom are graduating today. We will welcome 5 more this fall. You and Fran also have established the James W. and Francis G. McLaughlin Medical Education Center at Virginia Commonwealth University, and you initiated the Bill and Barbara Weldon Scholarship at Quinnipiac. As testament to your love of art, a wing in the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts bears your name. In recognition of your business acumen, the School of Business inducted you into its Business Leader Hall of Fame in 2011. This semester, you shared your entrepreneurial wisdom with our business students during the CEO Lessons in Leadership course. In recognition of your passionate dedication to the arts and education and your extraordinary talent for leadership, Quinnipiac University is pleased to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters this 19th day of May, 2013.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Jim.
Thank you, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, what a privilege and a pleasure to receive this degree. I haven't earned it, but I'm going to accept it anyways. You're stuck with me. I've watched this university grow under John's leadership, the faculty, and the staff who have worked so hard to make it a greater place, and they've achieved that success. I know it'll even be better as the years go by, and I look forward to working with you in the future. And meanwhile, to the class of 2013, be proud that you came here to a great university, which is going to be even better in the future. I'm happy to accept my degree alongside you. Thank you very much.
I ask that Jessica Jackley, Sean Duffy, Terry Goodwin, and President Leahy come forward for the conferral of the honorary degree.
Jessica Jackley. While traveling in East Africa, you were impressed by the determination of rural entrepreneurs you met. You also were astutely aware that a little money could help them succeed, and you knew people who would be happy to contribute. You created an innovative way to connect the two when you co-founded Kiva, the world's first peer-to-peer micro-lending website that lets users make small loans to entrepreneurs around the world. Since 2005, Kiva lenders have loaned more than $400 million, and 99% of their loans are repaid. As former Chief Marketing Officer of Kiva, you drew the attention of influential personalities, from Oprah Winfrey to President Bill Clinton. You also founded and served as CEO of ProFounder, which gave entrepreneurs access to capital through crowdfunding and community involvement. Among your many accolades, you are the recipient of the 2012 Simons Innovator Award, which recognizes women's participation in technology, innovation, and business. You serve on several boards of organizations championing women, microfinance, and technology and the arts, including the Council on Foreign Relations. As someone who has meshed a liberal education in the arts and sciences with a business degree, you are able to look at the world and see new opportunities and solutions to long-standing problems. In recognition of your social entrepreneurship endeavors and your dedication to improving the lives of people around the world, Quinnipiac University is pleased to confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters this 19th day of May, 2013.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations, Jessica.
It's my privilege to introduce Quinnipiac University's newest alumna, Jessica Jackley, to give the commencement address.
I'm a little shorter than most of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, President Leahy, Senior Vice President Thompson, Professor Duffy, Chairman Goodwin, and thank you, deans, faculty members, staff, distinguished alumni, parents, siblings, family members, friends, and of course, to you, soon-to-be graduates, the Quinnipiac class of 2013. Thank you so much for having me here today. It's an honor to share this day with you. And I know that you're sitting on wet seats, so I'm going to speak even more quickly than I usually do, so that soon you can get up and move and do what this day is all about and receive those degrees. But first I'm going to tell you a quick story, while trying not to fuss with my new thing here. Several years ago, when I was in Uganda working, I met a young man named Patrick. Now, Patrick never graduated from college or from high school. He had a very limited formal education. And as a boy, Patrick lost most of his family when a militant rebel group attacked his village. He and his brother fled, leaving everything behind. They had no home, no food, no money, not even shoes on their feet. Now, okay, wait, some of you may be thinking, great, this is one of those commencement speakers who's going to be preachy and make me feel a little bit guilty, and we're all going to talk about how lucky we are, but how a lot of other people aren't lucky. And then she's going to tell us to just go save the world, and that all that matters is to dedicate your lives to service and love, right? Some of you might be thinking that, maybe not. But if you are thinking that, I want to say to you, first, calm down, and also, why are you so defensive? I'm not into guilt, and I'm not going to preach, so just hang with me. Let's get back to Patrick's story. So, where were we? Okay, we were actually talking about some of the sad details of Patrick's life. So, as I was saying, Patrick was young, orphaned, uneducated, homeless, hungry, and to most people, hopeless. Because most people would look at Patrick's life and think, wow, this guy has nothing. But then on one otherwise ordinary day, Patrick is just sitting on the ground thinking about his life, and he's feeling the earth warm beneath him as the sun rises in the sky. And his stomach is rumbling because he's hungry as usual. And his mind is racing about what he can do to make things better for his life. And he stares down at his two hands, and he looks at the ground next to him, and he makes a remarkable decision. He rolls up his sleeves, literally, and Patrick begins to dig. Now, the ground was hard, but with some work he was able to loosen it, and at first he uses only his bare hands. But then he found a branch and used that, then he got some old scraps of discarded metal and used those, and he dug. And as he dug, he learned. He learned that certain patches of rusty-colored earth were harder and contained more clay than other patches. He learned that if he mixed the clay with water until it was just the right consistency, it could be shaped. So he worked some of that clay into bricks. The first bricks were very rough around the edges, and a lot of them crumbled and broke, so he practiced. And soon some of the bricks were good enough to sell, even for fractions of a penny. So he sold them. And it took selling quite a number of those bricks, but Patrick was eventually able to afford to buy some pieces of wood, and he used them to make a brick mold. And the bricks he made with this were, of course, smoother and more uniform and more consistent, and these sold for a little bit more. Now, Patrick initially let his bricks dry in the sun, but he knew that bricks could be made stronger if they were baked, so when he had sold enough of the sun-dried bricks to afford it, he was able to buy a book of matches. And then, of course, you can see where this is going, he learned how to build a self-contained kiln around a fire, and he was able to sell those kiln-fired bricks for even a little bit more. And eventually he could afford charcoal instead of just wood, then a real shovel, then a trowel, and soon he had enough work and enough money to hire his brother. And soon after that, a neighbor, and then another. And by the time I had met him, Patrick had built a thriving business by pulling out of the earth one brick at a time. Patrick refused to settle for his life, the life that his circumstances had given him. He took matters into his own hands and very literally built his future. Now, this man who didn't even have a college degree or anything close to it is one of the smartest people I've ever met, and he's one of my heroes because he was able to see possibility where others did not and to work diligently to unearth and to realize great potential. Now, let's get very practical. Today, you should feel ready to take on the world. We're all here today because in a few minutes, you'll be awarded your hard-earned degrees. And this isn't just any degree, this is an exceptionally crafted one, hard-earned one, from one of the most outstanding institutions in the country. It represents years of study, of learning, and of growing together in this community. So you should feel great. I hope you do. The only small problem is that not every day gets to be graduation day. It's easy to feel really good today. But on other days, it's easy today to feel a sense of authority and a sense of permission from the world to go pursue the things you really yearn to achieve, to pursue your wildest dreams and your deepest loves. But other days in the future, on non-graduation days, I'm sorry to say, it will be human nature to feel a little bit flat sometimes. And you might look at your life, at your accomplishments, and hear a voice that says, I'm not experienced enough. If only I'd taken that consulting job. Just kidding. Or I'm not qualified. I screwed up. I studied the wrong thing. I mean, philosophy, political science. I'm also just kidding there. Those are great things to study. But you might think, those are my majors. You might think, I made a mistake. I studied the wrong thing. I've invested in the wrong thing. Or I'm just not smart enough. Or I'm not savvy enough. I'm not networked enough. Or beautiful enough. Or I don't have enough time in the day. I'm not skilled. I'm not strong. Or I don't have enough money. You know this voice. So how do you deal with this voice? I think it's easy to take the approach of just trying to go get more stuff, more knowledge, another degree, the next promotion, more networked friends, more money. And sure, a lot of these tools are perfectly good things, and they might make it easier for you in the short run to go do or to go get your next goal. But these things are just tools, okay? And I believe that it's almost never the tools themselves that make the difference between becoming a person who has done what they yearn to do in the world or not. As far as I can tell in the decade, or 12, 13 maybe, years or so that I have on you here post-college, as far as I can see, the people who get to live their dreams have found a solution to the problem of not believing that they are enough. They've figured out how to talk back to that negative voice. These are my babies. Hey guys. They have mastered the art of using whatever they happen to have in whatever circumstances that they find themselves at any given stage of life to move themselves forward anyway. They've become experts at believing that more is possible, and then at choosing to act, even, and in fact maybe especially, choosing to act when the path forward is unclear. So imagine for a minute you're Patrick. Imagine the day that you decided to dig. Feel what it feels like to mold one rough, maybe misshapen brick with your hands. The work is messy, the bricks are rough around the edges. Sometimes they break, but each time you try anyway, you get better and better, and you become stronger and smarter and more skilled. You become better. And one day you realize you've become a brick maker and a builder and an entrepreneur. So when I graduated college with my super remarkable philosophy skills, I moved to California to follow a boy. And note, this is not the prescriptive career advice part of the talk. Okay. I didn't have a job, I didn't have a plan, but the one thing I did right at this stage was to believe without a doubt that I could do anything, that great stuff was possible for my life. And I believed that I didn't have to wait for anyone's permission to start. So the work I found and the jobs I took, and sometimes quit, and then new jobs that I made up for myself, they all led me somewhat quickly to a place where I got to pursue my dreams. And to give you a glimpse into what this looked like for me, in the spring of 2004, I had moved to East Africa and traveled around from village to village, living in tiny mud huts, spending my time hanging out with goat herders and farmers and seamstresses. My job was to learn about their lives and to specifically learn how and if $100 had changed the course of those lives by helping them to start or grow a microenterprise. And that entire project was a lovely exercise in seeing potential in people that most of the rest of the world ignored. And it changed me forever. As I heard these individuals tell me about their lives and their work directly, I heard a new story, not the same old story of poverty and suffering that I had heard so many times before that made me feel guilty and bad about myself, but instead I heard a story of hope and dignity and of entrepreneurship. And I became convinced that others needed to hear this story too, so I spammed my friends and family and to see if anyone wanted to lend $25 to my new very inspirational goat herder friends, and they did. And even though we couldn't guarantee repayment, they trusted me and they trusted this what-if experiment. And this, of course, evolved over the next year to become a side project that we called Kiva. And this, of course, evolved to become the world's first peer-to-peer microlending website, which grew fast. And as was mentioned, Today, this site serves millions of people across most countries on the planet and is about to cross $500 million in loans and these little $25 bits from people that did believe maybe the goat herder would repay. 99% of the time he does. Usually she does. Anyway, keep it happen because I was open to seeing the potential in other people and because I chose to believe that I had enough and I was enough to start early on my dreams. And for me, this meant challenging the world to do charity a little bit differently. So, choosing to take big personal or career jumps is a little terrifying, and there are tricky logistics to it, like making sure you get paid to do what you love, but these are the easy things. These are the numbers problems. The hardest part is continually choosing to opt into situations that push you to grow. My choices have forced me to do this, and to stand on what I believe, and to ask big things of other people and of myself to make it all work, but those decisions built not just an organization, but they built me. The dreams you choose and the work it will take to get there will shape you. You will become what you build. You can choose to stop learning and to stop taking risks when you leave here. You can choose to stop pushing yourself to the open, and you will become a person who forgets how to see new possibilities in the world. Or worse, you will become somebody who won't even be able to be convinced that change is possible. Or you can continue along the path that you've already been walking over the last 4 years here, preparing and learning and practicing. You can, if you choose to, continue to become the kind of person who sees potential, who sees opportunity everywhere, and who believes without a shadow of a doubt that you have and are everything you need to begin to pursue your wildest dreams. And as you do this, I bet that you will experience something that I've experienced. When you get really good at seeing opportunities where others don't, and at seeing potential in people whom others overlook, including sometimes yourself, and when you regularly choose to focus on hope instead of getting stuck on all of the things you don't have at the moment, you'll get addicted to living this way, addicted to living this creative, entrepreneurial life. And then you'll realize that it's way more fun not to be the only person in the room living this way. The only person who says, hey, actually everyone, I think we can find a solution if we look at the situation in a new way. It's not as fun to observe something new and true in the world, but have no one else really care about it or want to join you in the pursuit of a new opportunity. Life gets really, really good. Not just when you yourself are living a fulfilling, creative, entrepreneurial life, but when we can live this way together. So I believe that you, like I have, will fall in love with work that helps other people to reach their potential too, and to thrive. You'll get addicted to that, and you'll wake up in the morning wanting to see how much of a positive impact you can make on someone else. And it will become the currency that you care most about earning. You'll want to spend every day this way, and it might just take over your whole life. And by the way, yes, this is called service, this is called love, and fine, I confess, I do think this is all that matters, and I do hope that this is what you dedicate your lives and your careers to. I hope you find yourself surrounded by people like Patrick, by people like each other, so you can build life-changing, world-changing movements together. You have everything that you need today and every day to begin. So start digging. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica. It's my privilege to introduce Dr. Hans Bergman, Dean of the College of Arts and Sciences.
Greetings from the College of Arts and Sciences faculty, staff, and students. Will the marshals please direct the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree in the College of Arts and Sciences to the podium? I lost you. Delilah Acosta. Latoya P. Aitchison. Alejandra Alva. Cara Elizabeth Alberzi. Amanda Monai Alford. Sarah Jane Allen. Jordan LeClaire Anderson. Alyssa Paige Andreucci. Amanda Marie Angeletta. Catherine Rose Antonetti. Catherine Louise Antonucci. Morgan Giovina Appisato. Jennifer C. Arnone, Aida Babick, William Christopher Berthlein, Kristen Aaron Banizak, Valerie Lee Barr, Jason M. Barna, Felicia Trudy Barron, Thomas Hughes Berry, Kyle Michael Bascom, Rachel Bettino, Alexander Becker, Nancy M. Bello, Luke William Bellwood, Lauren R. Bernaccia, Crystal Marie Bernier, Rebecca Ann Biagini, Nicole P. Burnett, Nicole N. Bianco, John C. Binkowski III, Jeffrey Anderson Bishvam, Stacy J. Bjornberg, Catherine Mary Blair, Kimberly R. Bodie, Shannon Nicole Bonick, Nicolina Christine Botello, Regan Ann Bolton, Vincent Emilio Buzecco, Garvin A. Brown, Jr., Lauren Marie Brown, Nicholas Vincent Bondano, Carly Jean Callahan, Emily Rose Canina, Ryan T. Canning, Brittany Alexandra Carr, Rachel Ann Casella, Gabriela Marina Catalano, Alexandra Julia Centrella, Caroline Ada Chalker, Danielle Marie Chapman, Fresnelson Charleston, Adriana Chiapelli, Nicholas Jeffrey Chin, Cynthia Louise Clark, Benjamin E. Cloutier, Julia Elizabeth Cohen, Jennifer Kathleen Collins, Anthony F. Colombini, Kristen Patricia Corcoran, Nicole Marie Cornetto, Megan Elizabeth Corsillo, Sean Peter Cosgrove, Melanie Marie Costa, Jason J. Krug, Audrey Louise Cupo. Audrey is the President's Scholarship winner and is a recipient of the 2013 President's Scholarship Award and the 2013 College of Arts and Sciences Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Audrey graduates with a 4.0 GPA. Audrey is a psychology major from South Plainfield, New Jersey. She's a member of Psi Chi International Honor Society in Psychology. Upon graduation, Audrey plans to pursue her PhD in psychology. Joining her on stage are her parents, Michael and Alicia. Congratulations, Audrey. Jessica Marie Cusimano, Adam C. Dalgard, Michelle Lorraine D'Amore, Kristen Elena Daniels, Ashley N. Dalpolito, Brad F. Degnan, Nicholas E. Delamora, Jenna Nicole Desio, Kyle Elizabeth Diamond, Thomas John DeKentley, Jessica Ann DiGiovanna, Gabrielle Regina DiGiovanni, Justin Anthony D'Arienzo, Corey Patrick DeZoglio, Kelsey Claire Doan, Alyssa Marie Domini, Lawrence Leonard D'Onofrio III, Sarah Elizabeth Drew, Erica Paige Dolney, Scott Michael Dunn, Lauren Paige Durkin, Grace Hamilton Dwyer, Reed Alf Engwall, Samantha M. Epstein, Kevin Michael Vagella, Amanda Marie Fairweather, Megan Elizabeth Ferrone, Bridget Arlene Figmig, Alyssa Lauren Fine, Jordan T. Finan, Christina Michelle Fenoya, Mark D. Fermani. Mark D. Fermani is a recipient of the 2013 President's Scholarship Award and the 2013 College of Arts and Sciences Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Mark graduates with a 4.0 GPA. Mark is a history and English double major from Hollis, New Hampshire. He's a member of the Phi Alpha Theta National History Honor Society and the Sigma Tau Delta International English Honor Society. Upon graduation, Mark will be studying Arabic in Morocco on a critical language scholarship from the U.S. Department of State. Congratulations, Mark. Connor Ryan Fitzgerald, Michael Austin Fitzgerald, Jordan Alexi Fontana, Siobhan S. Forster, Melissa Ann Franklin, Aaron L. Freed, Zachary Paul Freed, Amanda Claire Garcia, Christopher D. Catcomb, Nicolette Faith Gelfand, Melissa Rose Genovese, Megan Ann Gilbert, Jennifer Danielle Giordano, Elise Annette Gomez, Cole Alexander Goodman, Bree Fisher Gooley, Jordan Michael Grado, Jonathan Michael Grado, Jonathan Michael Grado, Joshua Ryan Greco, Charlotte Bernice Green, Lauren A. Grella, Ahmed Kuch, Terrence Michael Griffiths, Geraldine Lee Grills, Nataliana A. Gaida, Caitlin S. Hannum, Kenna Nicole Hartman, Margaret M. Hathaway, Michael David Heffling, Amanda Rose Hegler, Kristen Lynn Delinsky, Megan Lee Hurley, Lauren Ann Hernandez, Jamie L. Hildebrand, Julia Elizabeth Voslev, Caitlin Elizabeth Cahill Jackson, Carol Ann Brittany Jackson, Jamie D. Jackson, Jenna Lee Jacoby, Devin Benjamin Jerome, Jessica Marie Jolene, Allison Joan Juckett, Vivian Maria Carrion, Benjamin Ian Carroll, Taylor Kelly, Jordan A. Kersey, Emily Margaret Klein, Robert Michael Costi Jr., Maria Cassandra Kraft, Alana Ann Krieger, Caitlin Beth Kravitsky, Jessica Louise Lakeman, James Francis Lamb, Nicholas James Lamura, Erica Lanzolato, Christina M. Laporte, Sarah Elaine Larson, Sarah H. Lasher, Christina M. Lasto, Samuel Slater Lawton, Andrew Ian Lavoy, Aaron E. Lawler, Ashley Lemire, Richard Jordan Lensack, Jennifer J. Lepore, Kristen Marie Leveroni, Jordan Shane Levine, Victoria Jean Lomenzo, Christina Louise Lubeski, Alyssa Michelle Lungarini, Rory Lessing Lynch, Jessie Rose Macera, Amy M. Masajowski, Daniela Virginia Mataloni, Jacqueline Louise Magner, Molly Lynn Mahoney, Alexandra Mendel, Jacqueline Kelly Mann, Erica C. Marino, Alexa Marie Marquardt, Nicole Lynn Marte, Angela Rachel Macio, Emily Ann Mason, John Dominic Massa, Valerie Therese Massa, Sophie Rose Mazur, Anna Maria L. McCarthy, Carolyn Margaret McCarthy, Elizabeth Ann McCartney, Nicole Rose McEachran, Cassandra M. McGovern, Sarah Jane McCursey, Alexandra Kelly Merlino, Anthony Thomas Messina, Michael Eugene Messina, Tara Kristen Miller, Alexa Paige Malone, Molly Kristen Maloney, Alexa Morabito, Kelly M. Moran, Amanda R. Morgillo, Ariel Anita Mullaney, Melissa Marie Mullaney, Pablo A. Munoz, Bridget Erin Murphy, John William Muzzy, Jordan Nodler, Lauren E. Navarra, Jennifer Marie Neville, Nicole Gloriana Ney, Adam C. Nimick, Kimberly Ann Noel, Lindsay Elisa Nolan, Joseph A. Norvish, Mark R. O'Hare, Amber Okafor, Maria L. Onofrio, Timothy James Ostheimer, Cassandra Jean Pasella, Teresa Padilla, Teresa Padilla, Thomas Joseph Palacios, Joelle Marie Paulino, Jessica Corin Payne, Rebecca Ellen Peluso, Megan Lynn Pereno, Natalie Rose Parati, Daniel James Petrie, Stephanie Lauren Pickman, Sean Samuel Pliskin, Brianna Victoria Policano, Dominic C. Preet, Jennifer A. Quay, Melissa M. Rafala, Max E. Grayhill, Lindsay Michaela Rossich, Bethlehem Rahmet, Emily C. Reed, Erin Kathleen Reed, Brian Vincent Regan, Emily Patricia Regan, Ariel A. Relaford, Deja Milena Restrepo, Paul Alfred Restuccia, Chelsea L. Reyes, Carrie Ann Ribasel, Ryan Nicole Rienzo, Kira C. Riley, Jacqueline Rizzo, Danielle Joseph Robertson, Christine Roach, Samantha Elizabeth Romano, Allison Ann Rosa, Marilyn M. Rosado, Lindsay Brooke Rosenberg, Virginia Marie Roussel, Henry A. Ruiz, Lauren Leanne Salgado, Erica L. Solney, Jennifer Lynn Salzbrun, Anthony Alfredo Santi, Hervasio Saprissa, Alexis M. Sarnicola, Christina Marie Saglione, Aaron Michael Schlemmer, Andrea L. Schlesinger, Marie Teresa Schussler, Stephanie Marie Scrow, Emily Mara Shabazian, Alexander Michael Smith, Michelle E. Snow, Justin Philip Soares, Evan Carlton Soderholm, Carla G. Somnola, Lisa Nicole Sorrentino, Erin Elizabeth Sperling, Monica Nicole Spiegel, Samantha Brittany Sproul, Chloe N. Steinberg, Kimberly Ann Stokes, Caitlin Irene Stoll, Matthew Peter Struzzi, Danielle Nicole Suzy. Kathleen Mary Sutherland. Akeda Cheryl Sutherland. Matthew Stephen Sawarnick. Caitlin Marie Thomas. Catherine Elizabeth Thompson. Catherine Thompson is the recipient of the 2013 President's Scholarship Award and the 2013 College of Arts and Sciences Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Catherine graduates with a 4.0 GPA. Catherine is a mathematics major from Burrowville, Rhode Island. Next week, Catherine will begin Quinnipiac University's Master of Arts in Teaching program for secondary education in math. Congratulations, Catherine. Matthew Lawrence Tossi Malpezo. Catherine A. Traficante. Michael A. Turo. Keenan Dean Tui. Mary Nicole Van Beganis. Marie Nicole Beganis. Rosalind I. Valdez. Melissa M. Vesco. Sarah L. Beeble. Brianna Caroline Bigliardo. Mike Christopher Viviano. Marissa G. Viviasello. Kirsten Elaine Bonk. Samantha Marie Broom. Natasha Marie Rossick. Timothy Richard Wilkinson. Dylan Wingard. Kamisha Amanda Woodfine. Sharon Emily Zuharo. Dana Elise Zambaletti. Emily Catherine's wife. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts, College of Arts and Sciences, please rise. Mr. President, I have the honor to present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts in the College of Arts and Sciences.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to all of you.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science in the College of Arts and Sciences, please approach the platform. Ali Almali. Christopher Brian Anderson. R. Scott Ardito. Ruben Attila. Amaris Alexandria Aveyan. Alexandra Marie Backrich. Nancy E. Coppola. Vigyan Raj Dahal. Kelsey Lynn Donovan. Rachel Elizabeth Dubbard. Nicole Renee Driscoll. Kristen Elizabeth Fetzer. Kelsey Marie Francis. Christopher Timothy Hart. Grace Ann Harvey. Samantha Ho. Justin Robert Hoffman. Dennis Richard Uhos. Michael R. Katz. Brianna Conchetta Kelly. Abdul Aziz Khan, Melissa Ann McGovern, Kiriana Ariel Morse, Huabo Mobiana, Bianca Lynn Olson, Jamar Marquis Paris, Rakesh Kanal, Alexander John Lowe, Juan Lopez III, William Robert Penny III, Rory Joseph Perimenes, Rebecca Lee Pietro, Scott Chandler Rankins, Renee Aiden Rotolo, Jennifer L. Scatena, Alyssa Haley Schneider, Shelby R. Sparrow, Saba M. Shahid, Danielle Alexis Lupicki, Ryan Philip Zobhan, Michael Walter Samansky, Catherine M. Tobin, Elizabeth Vargas, Brittany Elizabeth Vivieros, Thomas Gallagher Walsh, Ashley Nicole Wilson, Allison Wong, will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please rise? Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you candidates for the Bachelor of Science, College of Arts and Science.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations.
It's my privilege to introduce Dr. Matthew O'Connor, Dean of the School of Business.
Greetings from the faculty and staff of the School of Business. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Administration please approach the podium? Gilbert Abel, Christine Abuhana, Helena Ann Adams, Chelsea Marie Alberger, Jenna Lee Alberger, Austin Alexi, Penimo Ali, Aliana Alakali, Raymond Anthony Allen, Nicholas Anthony Alvarez, Allison Ann Arcara, Janelle Argyros, Benjamin Arndt, Adnan Babayich, Ryan Bailey, Kenesha Tanya Beaupere, Brandon M. Bell, Ashley V. Bello, Michael Benedict, Taylor William Benenti, Chase Reeves Benjamin, Peter Philip Bertocchi. Taylor Catherine Bettinger. Pooja Parishkumar Bavsar. Adam Philip Bjornberg. Matthew J. Bleckman. Abigail R. Blunden. Fred Paul Boy IV. Michael William Brzezlowski. Matthew Joseph Bridgman. Zachary Wyatt Brody. Jessica Weld Brown. Ashley Elizabeth Bruno. Maxwell Harris Bunin. Michael Richard Burke. Jacqueline Marie Buttendorf. Douglas William Caggiano. Robin Marie Calderon. Megan E. Kaminsky. Marissa A. Campanoli. Ashley Marie Capalbo. Thomas A. Capone. Daniel Stephen Carberry. Alyssa Carcietta. Andrea M. Carlone. Eric George Carlson. Kevin Arnold Carmichael. David Edward Carroll. Kevin J. Custodio. Jonathan Esteban Castro. James Edward Cavanero. Kristen Lee Chase. Ryan Joseph Shirello. Oliad Chabessa. Emily Ann Classy. Amy Cohen. Jonathan Cohen. John Calalori. Matthew William Coletta. Brian J. Conahan. Janelle Josephine Condi. Matthew Alexander Connors. Kyle Michael Cook. Eric Cody. William Craven. Alyssa Mary Cretella. Alex Robert Criscolo. Erin Elizabeth Crowley. Morgan Luella Crystal. John William Catolo. Andrew Garrett Zucra. Mike Garrett Dalhusen. Joseph Dominic DePeace. John DeBellis. Carissa Del Greco. Anthony Joseph DeMeglio. Joshua DeShell. Gregory James D. Giovine. Kevin DeStefano. Amy DeVito. Keith D'Onofrio. Margaret J. Dooley. Sean David Driscoll. Cassandra Marie Ducey. Steve Dario Ducos. George Thomas Dumar III, Louis A. Dorak, Horace Daniel Dwyer, Emily Theodora Edelman, Shauna Marie Edwards, Lauren Christine Ania, Kristen A. Engelke, Peter John Falcone, Christina Page Fancy, Daniel John Ferdinando, Erica A. Ferrari, Diane Alyssa Ferrer, Matthew Lawrence Fearbach, Alexander Lucas Firestone, Sarah Fisher, Kevin Stephen Four, Michael Adam Forgash, Brett Murphy Francis, Douglas J. Fredericks, Benjamin J. Freshman, Brian V. Frussalone, Vincent Thomas Fulton, Robert Farino, Mary Elizabeth Gasparini, Anthony T. Gaudio, Robert Michael Geitz, Denise Joanne Georgette Viega, Dara Rachel Giardino, Shannon Joan Ginty, Kyle James Gilday, Brad Regan Gisherman, Joshua A. Goldberg, Peter Benjamin Good, Russell F. Goodman, Philip Aaron Gordon, Ryan Michael Grave, Mary Louise Greeley, Alyssa Marie Greenstein, Rebecca Marie Grimaldi, Chelsea T. Guerrera, Dana Morgan Guest, Elizabeth Marie Haller, Virginia K. Halley, Gregory Joel Hampton, Bradley Matthew Hartnett, Clayton James Harvey, Eric Gino Hartzell, Diana Hernandez, Erica Lee Heron, Heidi Elizabeth Hitchen, Jennifer Ann Humphreys, Nicole Marie Hurst, Matthew Joseph Iovini, Courtney Ann Jadavia, Brian Scott Jalbert, Mary Stephanie Jara, Alexander Michael Jenkins, Victoria Marie Jenkins, Alexandra Paige Jensen, Catherine Nicole George, David William Johnson, Taylor D. Jones, Marjan Jurek. Spencer William Kane. Karun Carey. Mikhail Kabeda. Michael Kecki. Kevin James Kelly. Courtney J. Kessis. Kayla Ann Ketchison. Kenneth J. Keto. Caitlin Marie Nipstein. Jessica M. Kraus. Jenna Caitlin Kuhn. Basil Anthony Casteras. Ariane Lee Kavetis. Dawn K. Lai. Derek Lamacchia. Jimmy Lama. Ann Lou Landino. Garrett Edward Lane. Catherine Mary Elizabeth Langell. Jeremy Edwin Langlois. Danielle Catherine Ladano. Joshua Carmine Lavadera. Duncan Keith Law III. Alexander David Lazarowicz. Karina Jo Lazaro. Rachel Alice Leahy. Kevin Craig Lehman. Michael Guy Lee. Catherine Elizabeth Lenahan. Tara Louise Leonard. Laura Patricia Leone. Bugor Lisa. Tori Elizabeth Locke. Paige Brittany Logal. Robert Anthony Lagazio. Matthew Kellner Lombardo. Jasmine Aliyah Lotfi. Lauren Elizabeth Lesat. Patrick James McLaughlin. Erin Michelle Malley. Tracy Hope Mann. William John Mara. Christina Nicole Marino. Colin Ryan Markey. Corey Paul Marquis. Alexandra L. Martinez. Joseph Victor Motti. Caitlin Mazzone. Anna Catherine McAvinci. Linda Marie McCaffrey. Catherine Lee McDonough. Colton Daniel McGovern. Michael Edward McGrath. Robert Joseph McGrath. Natalie Clarice McGuire. Colin Neal McKenna. John Edward McKenna IV. Ross Michael McMahon. Catherine Francis McMorrow. Travis John Mead. Edward Angelo Messina. Christiana Maria Michael. Michael John Mills. Anthony Lorenzo Minor. Anthony Paul Manitti. Anthony Joseph Mazziti. Gerard Frank Mistretta. Greg E. Moffett Helming. Riza Mohammed. Shane Patrick Monahan. Mary Constance Mushian. Zachary Jonas Moricus. Tyler John Morrill. Gregory Charles Moss. Gail Ann Moole. Jessica Munoz. Donald Patrick Murphy. Chiharu Nato. Robert Benjamin Naranjo. Matthew Vincent Narl. Megan Alexandra Newkirk. Ola Ogunjobi. Lucas Andre Oliveira. Justin O'Neill. Kristen Ann Arico. Lindsay G. Ostrander. Ashley Marie Ostrom. Amanda Lee Pachotti. Brett Michael Palatiolella. David Palchovic. Megan Rose Palladino. Samantha Nicole Panzarino. Casey Angelo Papalardo. Stephen Daniel Papson. Rutu Patel. Stephen Joseph Padavina. Matthew Peace. Anita Paskey. Ronnie Poe. Christopher David Perez. Aislinn Pizak. Matthew Ronald Coral. Christine Porzio. John Carlo Punis. Felicia Marie Quito. Denise V. Rakoff. Amanda E. Radwell. Mandy Marie Ramallo. Kyle Seamus Regan. Ian N. Reveson. Stephanie Marie Reyes. Adam C. Ritchie. Daniel John Richard. Christina Ann Richardson. Logan L. Riker. Ryan Thomas Roberts. Tucker William Robinson. Louis Julian Robles. Daniel A. Roll. Reese Carson Rollheiser. Scott Anthony Romano. Robert Louis Rosendorf. Jason Matthew Rotel. Robert Frank Rutkowitz. Eric Anthony Sackman. Maria R. Soletto. Michael Joseph Santoro. George J. Sardis. Joshua Abraham Satter. Laura Elizabeth Savage. Chris Jordan Savastano. Mark Davids Casino. Jonathan R. Shupak. Caitlin Nicole Seifert. Alexandra Louise Seitz. Alani George Settlesing. Srijana Shrista. Matthew Aaron Schultz. Samantha Ann Siciliano. Christine Rebecca Sue. Madison Beth Skoog. Alexander Susi. Justin Anthony Spagnolo. Stephanie Rachel Sparrow. Ilya Spector. Jake Lewis Stanisi. Shimon Shanice Stanton. Eric Theodore Steen. Matthew Theodore Stern. Kevin Doyle Stevens. Vanessa Mary Steer. Kevin Michael Stoddard. Richard John Stoliker. Matthew James Stover. Stephen Strait. Emily Catherine Strunk. Stephanie Eileen Sukenik. Daniel Joseph Sullivan. Thomas John Sutherland. Matthew J. Swan. David A. Swissman. Frank Charles Talercio. Kyle James Terrialt. Casey Lynn Thibodeau. Jamie Lee Tobia. Brianna Susan Tomazic. Christopher J. Toomer. Robert Michael Turner. Scott Michael Twiddle. Jesse D. Ulrich. Ikechukwu E. Umeyugo. Ike, as we like to call him, is a recipient of the 2013 President's Scholarship Award and the 2013 School of Business Alumni Association Achievement Award. Ike graduates with a 4.0 GPA. Ike is a management major from Ansonia, Connecticut. He is a member of the Beta Gamma Sigma Honor Society, and this fall Ike will attend Quinnipiac University School of Law. Congratulations, Ike. Mark E. Vandal. Thomas Anthony Vecchio. Melissa Rose Villano. Ashley V. Billman. Anthony A. Volpe. Maxwell Jacob Wallens. Angelica Walter. Andrew William Whedon. Harrison Eric Weisberg. Magda Alexandria Wirtz. Robert Edward Wordy. Jessica Lynn Welton. Michael Peter White. Dakota Edward Wiegand, Brendan Taylor Wilbur, Courtney A. Williams, Joseph William Wood, Ryan Truman Ragg, Lauren Elizabeth Yoya, Mark Claude Eunice, Andrew Mark Young, Berardino Ottavio Zeno, Daria Zavarelli, Caitlin Nicole Ziegler, Alexandra Marie Zinowitz, will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration please rise? Mr. President, it is my honor to present candidates for the degree Bachelor of Science in Business Administration.
By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations to all of you.
And congratulations to all of today's graduates from the faculty and staff of the School of Business. Thank you.
It's now my privilege to introduce Caitlin Ziegler, an accounting major from Wisconsin, New York, to give a response to the class of 2013.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson and members of the Platform Party. Faculty, proud parents, grandparents, family members, and above all, my fellow graduates, good morning. If you would have told me 4 years ago that this is where I would be today, I would have laughed in your face. If you go back to the start of freshman year, I was homesick and wanted nothing to do with Quinnipiac. But one day, it all fell into place, and I realized that Quinnipiac was exactly where I belonged. When I first began writing this speech, I immediately found myself taking a trip down memory lane, reflecting upon my 4 years here at Quinnipiac. I would like to start today off by doing the same with you. Take a minute and think back to the first time you stepped foot on Quinnipiac's campus. What was your first impression? Think about orientation, moving in with complete strangers for a few days, opening yourself up to people who you would share the next 4 years with, hearing the story of the legend of the Bobcat, and really experiencing that Bobcat pride for the first time. Before you knew it, those summer months went by, and you were off to start a new chapter of your life. How did you feel leaving your house on move-in day? Do you remember the excitement of the move-in crew unpacking your car, the tears and goodbyes to family and friends, and the first night on your own in college? I bet you can remember all of this like it was yesterday. Quinnipiac has become home to many of us for the last 4 years. We have created new beginnings, new friendships, taken advantage of new opportunities, and created memories to last a lifetime. We have worked our way through our respective programs, spent countless hours in the library studying for exams, met with our professors and our advisors to further our success, and received a distinguished education from Quinnipiac University. Together, we have experienced and lived many of the Quinnipiac traditions. How many hockey games did you attend in your Bobcat Gold? Do you remember your first QU versus Yale game? Sophomore year, did you return the favor and participate in Move and Crew and give the next class the warm welcome that you received? How many afternoons did you spend on this quad with your friends? Change is something we have all come to know. Whether we like it or not, it is a part of our lives. Let's take a moment and think about how Quinnipiac has changed in the last 4 years. Do you remember Alumni Hall and how we used to enter the CAF and the Student Center from an entrance on Bobcat Way? Take a look at the quad. No more blue fences, a beautiful new student center, and a cafeteria. A medical school and a business school ranked in the top 100 by Bloomberg Business Week, and history has been made in QU athletics. Now, think about how you have changed in the same 4 years. The good times and the bad, the mistakes and lessons learned, the friendships and relationships that have come and gone, the memories and experiences that have gotten you to this very day. You may have been homesick freshman year, and now you may want nothing to do with moving back home. You may have come into college with an idea of what you wanted to accomplish, but instead you chose a different path. Those changes and choices have been a part of the journey and have given you the skills, lessons, and experiences to get you here today. Change is inevitable, so when you leave here today, embrace it and look at it as another opportunity for life to take you on an unbeaten path. Today marks the end of one chapter, but starts another full of new beginnings and even more change. Up until this point, you have known what the next step is in life. For years, someone has been telling you what you should do, but now it's up to you. Where do you go from here? Be open to new opportunities and experiences. You never know how one decision or choice can impact and change your life. Put yourself out there and do not compromise yourself. Don't be afraid to go after what you want and stand for what you believe. You have to be your best self, and every one of you are capable of that. Invest in yourself and focus on you. Be open-minded as to what's to come, but look back on these 4 years and what you have been through to make you who you are today. Everything you have learned and everything that you have become, use it as the foundation for the rest of your life that is ahead. When you walk out of here today, your life is in your hands. We live in the world where you can make the most of your life as long as you apply yourself. Who you were is not who you are. Who you are is who you decide to be right now. Graduation is not the end goal. It is just one stop along the way as we now move on to pursue something greater for ourselves and the world around us. It might feel like it's over, but this is not the end. My fellow graduates, congratulations on all that you have accomplished, and I wish you the best of luck as you embark on the next chapter in your life. Never forget where you have been, what has made you who you are, how you got here today, and where you want to go. Congratulations to the class of 2013.
Thank you, Kate. Congratulations to all. Would you please stand? Please remain standing until after the benediction, until the platform party and all graduates have recessed. Following that, you're invited to join us in greeting the new graduates at a reception under the tents, the College of Arts and Sciences meeting on the left as you walk out, and the School of Business on the right. It is now my privilege to reintroduce Reverend Hugh Vincent Dyer to give the benediction.
Let us pray. Almighty God, your holy scriptures tell us that you pour your blessings upon us like a gentle rain. May you continue to bless these graduates always, and may they become a blessing to all whom they will be called to serve in their vocations in life. May they serve always with grateful hearts and generous spirit. In your name we pray. Amen.